This Mobile Geeks video is powered by Asus. Nicole Scott here for Mobile Geeks, and I'm going to be taking a look at the Oppo R7S. This is a smaller version of the R7 and R7 Plus. It is 5.5 inches. So as we take it out of the box, here we have the device. There's a SIM unlock. Here we have some quick start guides, a free bumper, the PSU that you'll need for fast charge. You can see this cable has a green interior. This indicates that it is the fast charge cable. You can get your phone from 0 to 75% in 30 minutes, but you'll need to use this combination to do so. And here we have a headset. It's not looking incredibly premium, but I guess we'll have to listen to it to find out. So here we have the R7S. This is a 5.5-inch smartphone. It is 1080p AMOLED display. It's an all-metal chassis. It's only 7 millimeters thick. Here we have the power button. There's our dual SIM. One of those can be used for a micro SD card. Along the top, we have the headphone jack. That's a 13 megapixel camera here on the back and a single-tone flash. Here we have the volume rocker. They're separated buttons, which is actually quite nice. And then along the bottom, we have stereo speakers, I believe, and then here is the USB 2.0 that's capable of the fast charge. So while we're waiting for it to boot up, under the hood we have a Snapdragon 615 processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM. So this may not be the fastest processor around, but since it does have 4 gigabytes of RAM, it is going to be relatively snappy. And this is running Android 5.1. Let's see here. Now, honestly, I'm glad that there are so many themes available because the Oppo backend feels a little bit cartoony to me. So now I did mention that this does have dual SIM. I like that we have the quiet time here. I like when it's native, so it's a little bit better for power consumption. There's silent modes. There's actually a lot going on. I'm going to take the touch sounds off because that's making me a bit crazy. So the display has some cool features like eye protection. So if you turn it on, it'll actually tint the display it takes the blue out in order to let you sleep better at night. But I'm going to turn it off so you guys can have an idea of what kind of display we're looking at here. So it is relatively bright. I've always loved the AMOLED displays that Oppo uses. They have really nice viewing angles and they're very easy to use outdoor. So now I think you can see it just barely there. The R7S does come with a screen protector built in. It has Gorilla Glass 3, and the bezels are relatively thin, but I'm not such a huge fan of the white to black to bezel, that little border there. I just wish it went completely flush. No hardware buttons. Here we have the software keys up here at the top. This is 7 millimeters thin, like I mentioned. It's 155 grams, which is relatively light. And it has a 3070 milliampere battery, which should be getting us through the entire day. I will have to test that out upon the full review. So if you guys have any questions about the review, you should please let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to check them out when I do post an entire review in the next few days. So this has just been a quick hands-on and walk around of the Oppo R7S. I'm your host, Nicole Scott, for Mobile Geeks.
What?